All right, welcome back. So now it is time to set up the hinges and get them all attached and create the brackets for the wall mount and the table leg mount. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a setup that allows me to work on the end of the tray and get the position of the hinges exact. So I've got a little angle plate here, and this is going to let me just hang the tray right on the edge. And with that, I can clamp it in place, and I can use the Strong Hand Tools grasshopper, magnetic grasshopper, to make sure that the hinges are positioned correctly and held in place while I get them tacked. All right, so I've got these hinge plates. I've got them beveled and cleaned up, so ready to weld in place here. Now this next step, I'm going to cut out a couple of squares actually, out of some 1/4-inch plate and get them drilled out with some 5/8 holes that are 4 inches on center, which will allow me to attach them to any position on any fixture table that uses the standard 2-inch on center hole. Now that I've ensured that the hinges are mounted properly and everything's in the right place, I can go ahead and finish welding them on completely. So here I'm welding the last hinge receiver onto a leg mount that I designed that lets me attach the plasma cutter tray to the leg of my Strong Hand Tools Alpha table. You can see I checked the fitment on the leg, and now I'm finishing welding that hinge receiver on. All right, so I had cut these rhinos. Since this is a rhino cart build, I had these rhinos made, and I elongated the horn a little bit here so that it'd be a good spot to hang your cords, your wraps, your leads for the plasma cutter. Now, being laser cut, they're sharp, and it got me once already. So I'm going to go ahead and get these deburred, cleaned up, and definitely ease this quite a bit so it's not as deadly before I go ahead and weld them on. But they'll stick out the front kind of like that. fabrication components are done. I've got my tray with the rhinos and the lead hangers on the front. I've got my wall mount. I've got my table mount. And I've got my leg mount. So each of these is for a different purpose, different mounting purpose. This can mount to any of these three, and all of these have the same female ball bearing hinge on it. All right, let's get this stuff off the powder coat.